I would like to remind everyone that it is currently March. Early March at that. It is way too early in the year for us to be experiencing shenanigans on this level, yet we are experiencing shenanigans on this level. So what's going down today? Another fake leak, right? Wrong. Nintendo of America tweeted about Pokemon Sword and Shield and then swiftly deleted the tweet. Now, what kind of forbidden information about the new Pokemon games was in this tweet? Not really anything too forbidden at all. If anything, it was controversial, but we still don't know why they took down the tweet, so let's get into it. It appears in Pokemon Sword Shield that gyms in the Galar region are now bigger than ever. What types of gym masters are waiting for you to challenge them? You and your new partner Pokemon will have to train hard and find out. So there's a couple of controversial things, gym masters instead of gym leaders, but if it was just that much of a typo, they would have taken it down and then retyped it as gym leaders. So I'm thinking masters is what they're going to be referred to, but I still don't see any significance in that. Master, just a synonym for leader, and there might be a little bit of a mechanic change, but you can't just base off of the name and then be like, whoa, look at all the craziness that's going down. Also, I saw a few people say, oh, the Nintendo tweet said partner Pokemon. Pokemon follow you again. No, I'm not even saying that because we don't see Pokemon following you in the trailer. They could actually remove that feature for the trailer and then reveal it later. But I think that when they say partner Pokemon, they mean the starter Pokemon that you chose because Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, heavy emphasis on how your partner Pokemon functions. But the biggest mystery is why this tweet would be taken down at all. Again, there's no forbidden information, that these are just screenshots from the Pokemon Direct. So it's not even like they took a screenshot from an upcoming video or anything, and then the information just... Why? Like, if it was incorrect, they would have changed it, and they haven't done anything to fix that. Maybe they'll try to, tweet it again today, but it's on the weekend, so I don't even know what's going on when it comes to Nintendo this time, unless it was it doesn't even seem like a scheduled tweet. It's just, tweet out 1:31 p.m. So, unless this information was supposed to be tweeted on Monday to follow up a new Pokemon Sword and Shield trailer, even then, it seems like this wouldn't be in the way too much, so... I'm very, very confused. Now, this actually made me want to go into another discussion. It's like, alright, so these are shenanigans that are going down right now. We have alleged leaked gameplay that I ended up covering. If you missed the video, this could be the new Pokemon. There's one thing off with it, and that's the shaders, but the rest of it looks pretty good, and these circumstances are really interesting as well. So I recommend that you check out that video just to get an idea as to how crazy it's already been when it comes to Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. As for some other news, we have Korokoro. The cover of Korokoro usually hints at Pokemon when there's something Pokemon to talk about, but we got nothing. That's really strange. Cover magazine Korokoro this month, nothing about Pokemon. Could be something inside. In a few days, we will see. We'll also see if we get the other Korokoro leaks and stuff, but that's really strange if they don't even talk about the Pokemon Sword and Shield reveal on the cover. Either Korokoro assumes the rest of the world already knows and is dumped all of their hype into Pokemon Sword and Shield, so they're not even gonna use cover space on it, or Korokoro is going to be even more downplayed than it was for Pokemon Sun and Moon and Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I don't know. That's going to make things a little weird. But now I want to talk about, what are the chances that this little tweet deletion thing could be referencing a new Pokemon Sword and Shield trailer already? Is it even possible? So I went through the archives. I wanted to see how frequently we were getting updates about Pokemon Sun and Moon once that information started dropping hard. Now, this is where things get complicated. Pokemon Sun and Moon was announced on Pokemon Day in late February of 2016, and then our first trailer following that gave us the starters on May 10th. Now, there's a lot of reasons and speculations as to why this could have happened, because there just wasn't an insane amount of content inside of the games, so that's why they waited so long to start revealing. But then the trailers started coming out insanely quick. So May 10th, then we had June 2nd. So this is when we got the legendary Pokemon reveal. Less than a month after we got the starter Pokemon reveal, a couple months after we got the announcement of the game. After that, boom, just a week later, 2 Zygarde forms are ready to battle. Now, it wasn't really that long of a trailer. That's what makes this interesting. Sometimes trailers are over 2 minutes, sometimes they're a minute, sometimes they showcase one Pokemon, sometimes it showcases just a little bit of stuff going on. So we actually get to see the signature move. We got a lot of information about the legendary Pokemon. It wasn't like with the Pokemon X and Y reveal, we just kind of got to see them in their environment. Now it's we get gameplay, and I think that's because of what we had with the Pokemon Direct and the Pokemon Sword and Shield reveal, it's just going to be non-stop gameplay shenanigans on the trailers and stuff, that's what's going to make things pretty fancy. So yeah, we got to see quite a lot of the legendary Pokemon, so hopefully that's going to be happening soon with the Pokemon Sword and Shield games, since there's a ton of mystery about what legendary Pokemon we're going to be getting. Also would confirm and debunk a lot of leaks. This one, I wasn't really too big of a fan with the new Zygarde form. It had like tie-ins with the anime and stuff, and I was like, it's whatever. But I mean, it was still some information. So it looks like we're just going to get off random information kind of sprinkled in. But I mean, June 14th, so then E3 happens. Like, that's so quick. That's so quick when you break it down. We have June 2nd, we had a something mini trailer in the way, and then June 14th. So E3, that's going to be the big boy news. That's going to be like the shenanigans. That's going to be the demo. That's going to be when things go nuts all over again, and maybe people like try to figure out information about the games from the gameplay demo. It's going to be wacky. But yeah, we actually got 3 Pokemon revealed. So in almost exactly a month, May 10th through June 14th, we went from the starters to actually seeing Pokemon from the games. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, I was not really too against the Pokemon we saw, considering what they stand for. Like, Pick-a-Peck, also, I was like, alright, Pick-a-Peck's my favorite so far. Like, that's awesome, that's great. Yungoos, kind of weird, but I'll take it. I'll see where it goes. And I don't like its evolution. And then we also had Grubbin. Again, when it comes to the bug Pokemon, you're going to get some things that are going to end up with fanfare or whatever. I think Charger Bus is kind of cool, but that's kind of it. And then, like, where's this guy stand? This looks more like KV mid-game kind of Pokemon that can evolve into some kind of baller, especially if it ends up being a bug dragon Pokemon, which would actually be pretty sick. But this isn't in like a grass field. This isn't starter area stuff. So I don't think we're going to be seeing him in the first trailer. If we do, that means there's going to be a lot of wacky Pokemon, and I'd be down with that. I can't wait to see how the Pokemon, evolve when it comes to the designs and stuff. So again, like, the information starts coming out really quick when it really unloads. Next up, July 1st. So we did have like a 2-week break, but I think Korokoro might have revealed something in that time. Was that when we got the Rockruff? I don't remember, but I mean, there was always like something coming out. There was always a little tease. There was always a little mystery. There was something to break down. Also, because of the E3 gameplay, you could talk about that for weeks, and then boom, more Pokemon revealed for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and this is when things got wacky. So starting off July 1st, this was actually leaked too. So this trailer is what reminds me of this gameplay, because if we do have a trailer coming up from Nintendo, and there is going to be like a new Pokemon revealed, or talks of gyms, or something going down in it. Like, this guy could be from the new trailer if it shows some of the gyms, it shows some of the cave, we encounter a Pokemon, shenanigans happen. That could be a thing. So that's what ended up happening with this right here. More Pokemon revealed for Pokemon Sun and Moon. It was either like a 5 or 7 Pokemon reveal. So yeah, we had Charjabug, Vikavolt. So I mean, we got a full evolutionary line by this point already. We had legendary Pokemon, we had Drampa, Bruxish, Cutiefly, and yeah, so it was actually a lot of Pokemon, and Togedemaru. So it was a 7 Pokemon reveal, and the trailers, like this little box right here, the gameplay for these Pokemon was leaked in a similar way to what we have with the bug, dragon, crazy peanut fly looking thing from one of the other leaks. So whenever we start getting information, it's going to be mad. We get 3 Pokemon revealed, 7 Pokemon revealed, 2 Pokemon revealed, 1 Pokemon reveal. Because then, just a few days later, less than a week, we had Salandit revealed. And this was a part of the Chinese leak, where they're like, oh yeah, get ready for Fire Poison Lizard Pokemon shenanigans going down. So when the floodgates unleash, things get kind of nuts. And then July 19th, so another one in July, and then back to August 1st. So like the first of the month, very early in the month, and then just tons of Pokemon revealed nonstop. I mean, more newly discovered Pokemon. It just never ends. It just never ends. So many Pokemon. Mimikyu was in the Korokoro, so we got to see a tease about a week before from Korokoro. We got to see a couple of these other Pokemon. Then there were still more new Pokemon in the trailer. So I mean, there's always information that's just going to be like pouring out. And my thought is, if Pokemon Sword and Shield is a much larger game than Pokemon Sun and Moon, which just looking at the map, you can see that. Looking at what Game Freak has to do, you can see that. That's going to be like even more information. And remember, it was delayed. That was supposed to have a mid-2019 reveal or release. Now it's going to be a late 2019 reveal. Or man, I keep getting my words tripped up because buzzwords and shenanigans. It was supposed to be a late or mid release. Now it's a late release. So what that means is we could still have the opportunity of like an October game release if they, they weren't able to finish it by July, August, September, but they still might be able to get it in X and Y time for something around October. If it's an October game, that means all this stuff can get pushed ahead by a month, April. But if there's more information, that means we add another month's worth of reveals and content, March. Are we already going to be like March 14th? You know, mid-March, that's going to be our second trailer, kind of fill in the gaps, clear up some information. Then we wait till mid-April. Then like May 1st, May 18th. Then we have E3, and then things go crazy. I think there could actually be that many trailers for Pokemon Sword and Shield, especially if Game Freak is really trying to turn around the fan base, especially if they're really trying to keep the hype going for pretty much ever. I feel that they made a big mistake with Pokemon Let's Go, and not that the games. I think the games are incredible, fantastic, but the marketing. The way they were trying to get the games out there to people was very poor, in my opinion, because they started the information really late, and then they let people speculate and get misinformed and just lie about the games, and then they didn't do enough to fill in those gaps, and then they still didn't put out the information. Like, I feel all of the news reveals we had for Let's Go need to be bumped up by 2 months. Except for like the reveal itself, you know, like around June they should have been giving us more trailers. July they should have had more information, and then they would still be able to pad it out all the way to the end of the games, but they waited too long, and that had a lot of negative reception on the games. I think Game Freak, they just want to show off. They just want to style on us nonstop about what's going to be in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, and that tells me that a trailer next week could be possible, and that could have been an early Nintendo tweet that kind of blew it, but maybe not. Maybe it's about gyms, maybe it's just going to be about one of the other mysteries. You know, I wonder if they're going to like pose a question and then answer it later that month. Pose a question, answer it later that month. That'd be a really interesting way of doing it. Either way, there's tons of Pokemon. You know, if we get more Pokemon than we did in the Alola, which is going to be really easy to do, like 80, 90 new Pokemon, Galar, somehow we break 100, that's going to be non-stop trailers, insane amounts of information. So that's where it looks like, and that's where we're going to go. So guys, enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.